It's day 3 of the Body Shaping for Women Over 50 series, and today is all about that cardio. Let's go! Hey Killer Bees, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving, and that means that we are getting started with some arm circles with high knees. Oh my goodness. I didn't think I was still sore from our push day, but I'm noticing now that we're getting started that I kind of am. You guys, welcome to the workout. It is day 3. I am Paula B, your best middle-aged fitness friend, and around here we are all about making peace with your menopausal body with a great 29-day body shaping series for women over 50, you guys. This is day 3. It is moderate cardio day. And I want to be really clear what we're talking about when we're talking about moderation. You know, I know this is a question that I actually get asked a lot about how in the world we can get body shaping results if we're not pushing hard, if we're not going our best, if we're not doing everything we can to get the results that we're looking for. And I tell you what, some of the results that you are looking for all of the results that you're looking for need some rest and recovery. We cannot go hard every single day and expect our body to continue to make adaptations every single day. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. And that means that we still need to be moving. I mean, exercising every day it's a good idea. It's a good idea for your mental health. It's a good idea for your physical health. But as far as making actual body shaping adaptations, we really need to give our body some time to kind of make sense of what we did to it the other day when we were pushing with those heavy weights. And I mean, you might not be sore. You might feel absolutely wonderful today, ready to go, ready to push a little bit. But I will tell you that even if you feel good, your body still needs time. That is one of the things that we're really working on with this series, is knowing what your body needs, even when it's not giving you super clear signals. Here's the thing, your body gives you really clear signals for some things. Hunger, for example, or lack thereof. Your body's pretty clear about that, but injuries and overdoing it, your body really takes a long time before it starts to show signs of things like that. Let's go ahead and do some welcome to my homes. Welcome to Agatha's home today. Here she is. Agatha is all about moderation. Let me tell you, she has no problem taking time off and making adaptations. That might be a little bit too moderate for our purposes today. Here's the dealio. I've got the handy dandy gym boss here. Sit for intervals of 20 seconds and none of those is rest. So today we are definitely getting a lesson in patience and in pacing ourselves. I've got, oh my gosh, so many exercises on the whiteboard today. Wish me luck reading them all. What we're doing is nonstop cardio. This is cardio endurance. This is so fantastic for your heart health. It's also just really nice for your endorphins, for your mental health. I'm going to go ahead and start with the first exercise just because honestly, we're not trying to go hard today. The first several exercises are basically an extended warm-up. We're getting started with reach across, which is exactly what it sounds like. We're reaching across our body. And here we go. I had to wait for that timer. I tell you what, my handy dandy gym boss, it is not very loud. That's why I've got it right here next to my ear. And this 20-second interval is actually going to go pretty fast. When it beeps again, we're doing goofy jacks. Here's the structure I've got going on for us today. I've got a whole bunch of mini circuits. So here we go with goofy jacks. It's a little bit of a squat, not a full squat. Your hands are doing jumping jacks. Your lower body is doing basically like a little squat or a crouch and up and down. We're kicking out one leg at a time. It's like a jumping jack, but there is absolutely no jumping today. Coming up next, we're going to do double knees. Going to have our hands up overhead. That's what's bringing our heart rate up. We're going to bring up one knee 2 times on one side, the other knee, another knee 2 times on the other side. Now this was already our little mini circuit. So what we're going to do is these 3 exercises one more time before we move on. So it's a repeating, but mostly no repeat kind of day. So when it beeps again, here we go with reach across, reaching across and reaching across. And you're already noticing, I'm already noticing, that these intervals move very quickly, but the lack of rest already shows up. So you might want to take it down a notch. That's totally okay. When it beeps again, we're doing those goofy jacks again. Here's the thing about moderation. Little squat and up. Moderation sounds, so like when I say the word, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, that'll be too easy. I won't get my sweat on. I won't feel like I've done everything that I can today. But I tell you what, even when we're moderating, when it beeps again, by the way, we're doing double knees. Even when we're moderating, it's still a workout, my friends. 2 knees on one side, 2 knees on the other. Your heart rate is going to come up, even if we're doing nice, gentle pace, not doing anything too strenuous, too intense. There's intensity to be had here. When it beeps again, we're doing booty kicker jacks. Your upper body is doing jumping jacks with absolutely no jumping. Your lower body is doing booty kickers. So hands are flapping from side to side, 1 foot kicking your own booty at a time. When it beeps again, we're doing cans. That is a knee and a kick on one side, a knee and a kick on the other. I did not succeed 100%, but I tried, here we go, with a knee and a kick to go kind of back and forth between having hands up and hands at least a little bit lower. It's a good way for you to kind of moderate, manage your heart rate. When it beeps again, we're doing ding dongs. That means that our hands are swinging low across our body from side to side while we're kicking out 1 foot at a time. Now I say low, even though your hands are actually coming up pretty high when we get in that swing position. I just mean that it's not going up overhead. So this was another little mini circuit. When it beeps again, gonna do booty kicker jacks. There are all kinds of very coordinating kind of transitions today. I want you to know that there is no shame in the game if it takes you a couple seconds to move between these exercises. That's always a little hidden gem in this kind of a workout where there's no rest. We're always thinking about what is my body doing and what is it going to do next. Cans are next. Knee and kick. Knee and kick. You've noticed that we've got our heart rate up. It's already feeling nice and lovely today. That's exactly what we're aiming for. When it beeps again, we're doing ding dongs. There's plenty of work to be had in any workout, my friend. And here's the thing about doing a moderate kind of a day. It is a great tool to help your mind get used to what your body needs. When it beeps again, by the way, we're doing toy soldiers. Hands are going to be up overhead. We're reaching our opposite hand towards our opposite foot. When we are trying to get results, here's our toy soldiers. Sometimes there's a part of our monkey brain that wants to just do more. When it beeps again, this is one of the ones where our hands are still up. We're doing rainbow jacks. Hands are going up overhead like a rainbow, bringing up one knee out to one side at a time. So over and then over the other way. Your brain that wants to go all the time, frankly, is a liar and or is still 20 years old. Sometimes that happens to me too. When it beeps again, we're doing forward hinge arm flappers. Your feet are going to stay planted. Your upper body is going to tip forward and back like a deadlift. And our hands are going to be flapping like jumping jacks. This is another mini circuit. So when it beeps again, we're doing toy soldiers. And yes, I know this whole mini circuit is a little bit overhead. This is what I was saying about, I tried to go back and forth with some success, but most of our low impact cardio exercises do have some overhead element. So I tried to get them out of the way a little bit early in the workout. Here's the thing about your mind still thinking your body might be 20 years old. It's not, unless you are actually 20 years old, in which case, my friend, I appreciate you being here. That's so awesome. But some of what I'm going to say doesn't really apply to you yet. Here's our rainbow jacks. Hands going overhead like a rainbow, one knee at a time. Your body at this age needs different intensities. It needs time off from pushing in order to get results. When it beeps again, we're doing those forward hinge arm flappers for the second and final time. Awesome job. You were probably able to make more adaptations when you were younger by pushing. When it beeps again, we're doing skiers. Hands going up and down right in front of your body, feet shuffling back and forth. You are welcome to get a little bit of a hippity hop into it if you'd like to. I'm keeping it completely low impact today with absolutely no jumping and nicely intense Intensity has nothing to do with impact, my friend. Impact is all about jumping. Intensity is about the speed, the power that you are bringing to each of these exercises. When it beeps again, we're doing cheerleader kicks. Gonna have your hands starting at your shoulders, hands going up overhead while one foot kicks at a time. Rah, 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 sis, boom, ba. When it beeps again, we're doing twisting high knees. Get to bring your hands down a little bit lower. We're twisting to one side and then the other while bringing up one high knee at a time. Lots of balance work to be had today. Almost like you're trying to get your elbow to your knee, honestly. If you can, that's awesome. A little bit of bonus ab work there. But my friends, when we push, push, push all the time, as some of us have done at this age, when it beeps again, we are doing skiers. Had to really find my spot on the whiteboard. So here we go with skiers. Your body will let you know how unhappy that is because your body can only manage so much stress at a time. Exercise is stress, and I say that nicely. Stress isn't always bad. Stress is actually how we get stronger. When it beeps again, we're doing cheerleader kicks. I know you know that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but we don't actually have to aim for coming close to killing ourselves. What we have to do is aim for just the right amount of stress. At this age, when it beeps again, we're doing those twisting high knees. At this age, our body doesn't clear the stress out of our system as fast as it used to. That's why we used to be able to, here we go with this twisting high knees. We used to be able to push so much more, so much harder, so much longer, so much more often because your body could clear out the stress and make the adaptations. When it beeps again, we're doing butter churns. When your hands are up, which one is it? Oh my gosh, I meant to think about this. When your hands are up, one foot is out. I think I'm doing this wrong. It doesn't really matter. Your hands are going up and down in front of you. One foot is kicking out to the side. And I'm pretty sure I do this exercise different every time, you guys. When it beeps again, we're doing pretzel jacks. Your hands are doing jumping jacks. Your feet are only twisting in. So you're reaching the bottom of your foot towards your opposite hand. I know, it's like the nicer cousin of leg twister jacks, if you've ever done leg twister jacks. They're just going one direction at a time. When it beeps again, we're doing push, push, crunch. Gonna get myself a little bit of space here. Push to the side, and swoop into an oblique crunch. Awesome job. Now we've gotten a little bit further into the workout, and I went from trying to be careful about being overhead so much to really thinking about all the different coordination that we need for these exercises. Okay, so let's try this. When your hands are up, your feet are together. That's more like a butter churner. Okay, or a hoedown, or a hee-haw, whatever you want to call this one. You guys, here's the great news about a repeating no repeat. If you get it wrong once or both times, that's all we're doing. No worries, pretzel jacks are next. So foot turns to the inside like a pretzel, getting a nice little sciatica stretch on the outside of your hip and thigh while we're doing cardio. My friends, there's always a hidden bonus to be had in every one of my exercises. Coming up next is that push, push, crunch for the second and final time. Push, push, and crunch. Push, push, and crunch. So when we are thinking about doing the right thing for our bodies, when it beeps again, we're doing dancing X's. You're forming a nice big X with your body and you're crunching to meet in the middle with your opposite elbow and opposite knee. Nice big X. When it beeps again, we're doing drinky bird jacks, everybody's favorite. Hands are doing jumping jacks. Your lower body is doing a drinky bird, which is a single leg deadlift, which means that you are tipping forward while balancing on one foot. It's cardio, so of course we're thinking about pulling in our core, using excellent form, but we don't have to worry about tipping super far over or really thinking very, very hard about our balance. We're moving kind of quickly. So falling out of it is just part of the process. When it beeps again, we're doing punch, punch, kick, which is exactly what it sounds like we're gonna punch. Here we go, punch, punch, and kick. Punch, punch, and kick. My friends, when we don't clear the exercise stress, what happens is our body starts to accumulate stress. And when it accumulates stress, it has a stress response. When it beeps again, doing those dancing X's. Your body only has one response. Here we go with the dancing X's. Only has one response to stress. When it has an excess of stress that it cannot clear. Let me rephrase that. In fact, let me tell you first of all, okay, so when your body can't clear stress, it starts to store fat. When it beeps again, we're doing Cheerleader Jacks. However, when it can clear the stress, when we're working out moderately, when we're doing just the right amount and your body can clear out the stress, that's when it makes adaptations. Stress is actually the first step to building muscle. When it beeps again, we're doing the punch, punch, kick for the second and final time. So punch, punch, and kick. That is why it is so critically important that we moderate so that our body can clear this stress and actually use the workout. When it beeps again, we're doing half jacks. It's literally half of a jumping jack at a time. The right half of your body and the left half of your body. So one side and then the other side. Absolutely no jumping today. So we're not trying to get, that's what it is. I knew that felt funny. My leg was flying rather than tapping out. You guys, there's a lot of exercises today. I don't know if you've noticed that. It's a workout for your brain as well as your body. Punch down, tap outs are just what it sounds like. We're punching down and tapping out. Getting some good lateral motion here. Always working in all different planes, trying to get our inner and outer thighs while working our heart and lungs. When it beeps again, we're doing walking stars, another great one for your brain. Stepping forward, stepping back, and stepping back. And then switching leader feet. Hand goes up, up, down, down. Picking an apple and putting it in your pocket. This was our little mini circuit. When it beeps again, we're going back to those half jacks. I'm going to think about how I'm doing that half a jack versus all the other things that I'm trying to tell you about today. You guys, here's the thing about a body shaping workout like this, a body shaping routine like this. I feel like there's a lot of things to talk about. It's why I built in a talking day every week so that we can really get to the heart of this whole program. When it beeps again, we're doing punch down, tap outs, just what it sounds like. We're punching down, tapping out. Because I want to make sure that you understand why we're doing all the things that we're doing. Sometimes you can follow along with a program and you're just kind of going through the motions. Going through the motions is a good way to get started, for sure. Here we go with walking stars. Like when you first start exercising, you're just kind of randomly moving your body the same way the instructor is. When it beeps again, we're doing something I call day breaks. Our lower body is just going to be doing side to side tappers, but our upper body is going to be swaying up overhead as though we are in a concert with Barry Manilow singing Day Break. So your upper body is doing basically a rainbow. You're going up overhead and your lower body is tapping. When it beeps again, we're still up overhead. You guys, this one, yeah, I know. This one got tough. We're doing letter K's. Both hands start up in the up position. We're doing half of a letter K at a time. So your hand comes down while that same foot comes out. It's almost like an upside down half of a jumping jack. When we did the half jacks on the lower half, now we're doing the half jacks on the upper half. When it beeps again, we're doing big arm side shuffles, one of my favorite exercises. Your arms are making a big circle in front of you while we're shuffling just a couple of paces to the side. Swoop and down and swoop over and down. Awesome job. If you want to, you can come down in a nice deep curtsy lunge here. Totally fine with me. I'm not going to, but you could. When it beeps again, we're doing those day breaks again for the second and final time. My friends, you are doing such a good job with this. Okay, there it is. I knew at some point there would be some transition that my brain and my body just did not want to work on together. It always happens at some point in the workout. I made it pretty far on this one. When it beeps again, we're doing those letter K's. But here's the thing about following along. When you are just moving your body, doing the same thing that the instructor is doing, you're not getting as much out of it as when you are involving your brain. When you are moving with intention, when you know, as far as I'm concerned, why you are doing the things that you are doing. That is that whole other element. Here we go with the big arm side shuffles. That is a whole other element that takes your workout to the next level. You could exercise, I'm not going to say all day, every day, because please don't. When it beeps again, we're doing squat jacks. When your hands are down, your hips are down. When your hands are up, your hips are up. Your upper body is doing jumping jacks. Your lower body, so here we go, down and up, squat and up, squat and up.
When it beeps again, we're doing windmill tap backs. Hands are up nice and wide. Feet are out nice and wide. You're going to reach your opposite hand down towards your opposite foot. When you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, you will engage your muscles differently. You will engage your brain differently. You will work at the pace that is just right for you rather than the pace that's right for the instructor. When it beeps again, we're doing disco dancers. I got all kinds of disco for us today. So here it is. Okay. We're tapping out one way and the other way. One hand goes up. Got a little disco duck thing going on here like John Travolta. Got my little disco fingers. Kind of swaying from side to side. When it beeps again, doing this mini circuit, this last mini circuit for the last time. Squat jacks. Doggies. This turned into work. Did you notice? This is our last of the mini circuits, and this is our last time through. When it beeps again, doing those windmill tap backs for the second and final time. Here we go. Hands are wide, feet are wide, reaching down towards your foot, not necessarily touching it. Thinking intentionally about what you're doing and why is the secret sauce, my friends. Here we are on day 3. I know that some of you want to do your own thing. You weren't sore. Here we go with those disco dancers for the very last time. And here's the thing, you guys. I promised you at the very beginning of this series that every single day for our finisher, we were going to have some balance work. There is still no rest on our way to the balance work. We're doing flying fast ups. Going to stand on one foot, hands up overhead, the other foot flying behind you. You're going to bring your hands to your knee to your hands, staying on that one foot the entire time, crunching in, extending out, crunching in and extending out. When it beeps, we're going to change feet. Really catching your breath here. This is slower work, but it's not easier. And then here we are changing feet. Flying out, crunching in. When it beeps again, we're doing one more interval on each side, just like we've been doing. Really extending your hands, thinking about getting a full body extension through your arms. There we go on the first side for the second time. Squeeze and extend, squeeze and extend. Thinking about your work, thinking about your pace, thinking about the overall program, and my friends, planning for tomorrow, especially now that we are here at the end of this workout. Here's our last interval on the last side. I want you to be thinking about what comes next, my friend. Recovery from this workout comes next. We're going to cool it down. As soon as it beeps again, it'll be the last time it beeps. We will be better than done. My friends, we will be finished. And then we're going to cool it down. I'm turning off the timer because that was fast paced. I know you noticed. Let's do some tappers here and some nice big arm circles. This is what I promised you. It's moderate. Doesn't make it easy, but it was just right for today. The exact right amount of exercise stress is going to feel different than pushing. And it means that your body will be able to do exactly what it wants to do and needs to do to get the results that you're looking for, my friends. Think about tomorrow. Plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow's another nice moderate day, but tomorrow is a strength day. So if you do really think about your carbs versus protein, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm aware of them. I think about them, but I'm not always like super careful, super county with them. Because tomorrow is a strength day, you might go a little bit more protein heavy on dinner tonight. You also might not. Totally okay either way. But today is an eat your baseline kind of a day. Today was moderate. Tomorrow is moderate. We're keeping it nice and gentle. Let's go ahead and open it up. So we don't need to fuel for anything big, any big effort. We do need to think about what's coming tomorrow. We do need to think about recovering from today. I'm absolutely going to go get something to drink and replenish all this sweat that I lost. If you do have a nice snack after your workout, that's always good for your body as well. It's It's not as critical as some fitness trainers will make it seem, as though you have to go eat something right away and it has to be this many carbs and this many proteins and this many that's and this is. It's a good idea to replenish your body after an effort. Just in general, my friends, you did such a great job today. Plan for tomorrow by subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow.